Darius, good to see you. I really like today's topic, 3 retirement risks that could cause you to run out of money, which is, of course, the number one fear among most retirees. So I want to just get started with the first risk here, which is, of course, inflation. While core inflation numbers have been ticking down for the past few months, they're still at high levels. And of course, high levels of inflation means simply you'll have to use more of your retirement savings each year to maintain your quality of life.
Yeah, inflation is actually the highest in the last since the last 20 some years. It's tricking down a little bit, but far away from that 2% a year that we got used to. And a lot of people didn't take the inflation into consideration in the last few years because inflation was so high, so low. So they didn't take this into consideration too much. But as we see right now, this is a very high risk in your retirement.
Can eat away at your money. Absolutely. All right. The second risk, changes to Social Security. It's very likely that benefits will have to change in the future. And I was really surprised to learn that among those who rely on Social Security, this benefit makes up 50% of their income.
Yes, Social Security is obviously at risk. It's actually official that we have less than 10 years until there has to be some major reforms and reduction in benefits to sustain this system. So it's a big risk. You can't rely on Social Security only. You have to have other streams of income. That's if you don't, you may encounter a lot of problems in the future.
And I know that that is something that you specialize in because those claiming strategies are very important.
Yes.
All right, so now let's jump into the third risk, which kind of compounds the other two, which is longevity risk. Today, a couple age 65 has a 50% chance of living beyond 90. I feel like we all know somebody these days who is 90 something or even 100 years old, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, people live longer than they used to. The life expectancy obviously goes up. So that, like you said, amplifies other risks, because the longer you live, the more risks, probability of those risks are possible. And the biggest fear for retirees is actually running out of money. That's the number one, and we have to address it. And we can, obviously, that's our specialty. That's what we help people with.
Right. And so I feel like the good news is at least we know these risks so we can plan for them. So Darius, what are some solutions that address these risks?
Yeah, there's solutions. If you recognize the problem, you can address the problem.
Right.
A lot of people just don't recognize the problem. So there's different solutions. Definitely, you can't rely just on Social Security. Some people have a pension from the government or from their company, but that's less and less common right now. So retirement plans, you should maximize your retirement plans so you have as much money possible, the nest egg, as possible when you retire. And then when you do retire, you have to change the strategy from accumulation stage to distribution stage, which means you have to set up different streams of income. Could be from fixed income, could be from bonds, could be from structured notes, could be from annuities, but you have to have different streams of income, which they also have to address inflation. And also, if you have equities, they have to be low volatility, because if you lose 50%, you have to make up 100%.
Right.
Break even. So when you're in the distribution phase, you can be in that situation, because that's when you're going to run out of money. So this is so low volatility portfolio, many different streams of income, and maximizing Social Security. This is what we can help with, obviously, with if you have questions like that, and that's what you would like to do.
So Darius, if somebody would like to talk through those strategies that you mentioned, what's the best way to reach you?
The best way is to obviously contact our office. We can talk on the phone, we can do a Zoom meeting, but the most efficient would be in-person meeting, and we're obviously available for that.
Wonderful. Darius, thank you.
Thank you very much.